Hey guys, we're in the shop. Not working on anything today. We're kind of waiting on parts, but I figured this would be a good time to go through my tool bag, what I carry to work, and I bring it home most days. And with this bag, I can pretty much diagnose or fix most things. And if not, we go to the toolbox and get more specific tools that we need. So I ended up settling on, this is a Veto Pro Pack Tech MCT bag. I've done the backpack from them, which was awesome. I've done smaller bags, but ultimately I found this one to be the best fit for what I need to carry and the size. So it does come with a shoulder strap, but I mainly just carry around with that handle, put it on a cart while I'm at work and tote it around. So the outside of the bag, on this side I got paint markers, which I got paint markers on this side too. Good for writing dates on things when you PM'd them, writing different notes on stuff. Paint markers are great for that. I got a lockout lock for locking out equipment that you don't want people to turn on when you're working on it. Teflon tape for pipe threads. Electrical tape for electrical applications. Tape measure. This side is my most used side. Just going to go through everything that I have in here. Allen wrenches, metric and standard. Up here, this is a tool that's, who makes this? Oh, this is by Knipex, or Knipex, depending on your flavor of language. But this fits all the different safety latches to electrical panels and such that you'll find out there, and it's all conveniently located on one little tool. So I keep that around. Box cutter, utility knife, and then in that same little pouch there I got a scraper tool. I'm a big fan of brands, and one of those brands is Channel Locks. So my needle nose is a Channel Locks. My wire strippers, Channel Locks. My dikes, side cutters, Channel Locks. I really like Channel Locks as a brand. Another brand that I'm really fond of is Klein. You can tell by these handles that's a Klein. This is a chisel destruction screwdriver. You're allowed to pound on there, but then you end up with tips like that. But that's a nice tool. This is by far my most used tool. This is an extended multi-tool from Klein. It's got your big flathead, small flathead, nut driver, number 2 Phillips, number 1 Phillips, and then another nut driver. This is by far my favorite one, extended multi. And I get the extended one too, because especially working on terminal strips or terminal blocks where you need that length here. A lot of the multi-bit screwdrivers you see, it's a real short bit. This is nice having a long bit. Then a little terminal screwdriver. Again, this is a Klein. This is nice just to get a little bit more leverage on it. Use that as a nice poking stick sometimes too. Over here I got all my ratcheting wrenches. I got 3/8 all the way up to 3/4 inch. I like these ones because I mean ultimately you gotta draw the line somewhere, right? I'm not gonna carry around a full socket set, but if you get stuck with just a manual wrench and you got a long ways to turn a bolt, it is nice to have ratcheting wrenches. And these are the flex head ones, which is nice when they're in a weird spot. And those are gear wrenches. I really like gear wrenches as a brand too. In that same pouch I got my big and small adjustable wrench. Channel Lock again, great brand. Channel Lock again. 3 different sizes of adjustable pliers. Zip ties. Zip ties are awesome. Use those all the time for just cleaning up your work. Zip tying wires so they look clean. Magnet on a stick. That's a light piece of tool that you can carry around anywhere in your bag. This is another Klein. This is another multi-tip screwdriver. This is just smaller sizes of each for smaller electronics. And what I like about this too, it's got the spinning end, so if you're pushing it into a screw, you can spin it in the palm of your hand like that. It's nice. Channel lock pick, just a little picking tool. And then down here too is another Klein stubby. Don't use it that often, but it is nice when you got something in a tight spot that you can't get your full screwdriver in. This has come in handy quite a bit. So that's that side, that's the main side. On the back side here, I have more bulkier specific tools. Main one being the Fluke. I have a Fluke 117. For the price that you can get these things, it's awesome. It does everything I want it to. Great meter, recommend it. Only thing about these meters, maybe it doesn't show up on camera, but if you're looking down on it or looking up at it, maybe it's this direction. The readout fades away. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. That's my only complaint with this thing. It would be the absolute perfect meter if you could look at it in any direction and the readout didn't fade away. But I also got it with a magnet, so something metal, you can hang it up and have it hanging next to you. Love this meter. Little brush for cleaning coils, wiping stuff off. Going back to the meter, I have these alligator clamps that will actually thread onto the leads of those meters. So it helps when you only got two hands, you can clamp onto different terminals. Then you don't got to hold your leads on there. In that same pocket is just some alligator clamps for jumping out different stuff. Handy to have. This is my pill box. This is where I keep all my medications. Had to say it. Just different fittings that I use a lot. A lot of these push connect fittings I use when the big thing at our plant now, we're getting rid of all of the ballasts in our overhead light fixtures. So taking out those ballasts and reconnecting the wires for these bulbs that run on direct line current. These things are really handy to use. So I got a lot of those in there. Got wire nuts, different odds and ends fittings. It's just convenient to put them in here, and it's really easy to obviously close them, and it keeps them together most times. This one has popped open and dropped all its contents on the bottom, but headlamp, DeWalt, nice one. Please stop getting the flashlights and the headlamps that do the SOS lights. My goodness, what an annoying feature that people put on flashlights. Ugly's reference book, it helps when bending conduit, tells you how much the offset to go, different load ratings for wires. Pretty much replaceable with your cell phone now, but it's nice to have this for reference. Pair of gloves, because remember, you are the softest thing in the shop. Harbor Freight light, this is that Braun light. It's got a magnet base, bends every which direction, super bright. So this is a really nice light. I've gifted these lights before for Christmas and whatnot, and great gift. Level, again for conduit, mounting boxes on the wall. I'm starting to sound like an electrician, but in maintenance you do a little bit of everything, and that's what makes it fun in my opinion. And then a tin snips, which I just use for general cutting of stuff anyway, so that's pretty much all on this side. But anyways, I've figured while we're waiting around for parts, not working on anything, it'd be an excellent time to just go through my tool bag. I really enjoy organizing tools and having things exactly where you want them. And I found this Veto bag with all the different pouches and the hard bottom on it as well. It's been really nice to have. And you can overload these things. I don't know how much this thing weighs with all my tools in it, but I certainly wouldn't want to walk around with it for a long time. So at work I do put it on a cart. But it's just nice. It's nice to have. So if you don't have a tool bag, do some research. Look around. Veto's quite expensive, but you get what you pay for. You can run around with a Harbor Freight bag for all I care, but it's nice. Be organized. You're more efficient. Hey, thanks for watching. Next time, maybe we'll be working on something, hanging out in the shop. Catch you on the next video.